Oh boy. Some DEI fun? I love DEI. It gets me hype. I love complaining about games all day. I'm going to be real with you. My take on this is usually so tame because I just want things to be good. And quite frankly, if the game is really good, I don't care if the main character is a gay black woman with no arms. I don't care if they hire more, like a lot of people like this, blah, blah, all this stuff. I don't know. Ubisoft has women/minority mentorship program. r/gaming news loses their mind. Some dumb article comes out about Ubisoft mentorship program in Canada for minorities and women. I will say this, Ubisoft, y'all have more to worry about. Okay, y'all are looking for like mentorship programs. Can y'all make a decent Assassin's Creed? Legal analyst asserts that Ubisoft is breaking the law with its mentorship program that excludes men. News 75 today. Oh god. What is this website? Oh my god. I'm good. I'm sorry. 50 ads popping up. Some, like, a gut just on the screen. Too many leaves the multi-million-dollar company alone people in this comment section. This is gaming news. Wow, they really discriminate applicants based on gender openly. Like, how the world got to this point. I don't know. I really don't want to read that article. This site is AIDS. Look at the way it loads. I mean, dong. Like, who is reading these sites? I've clicked on this 3 times now and it won't go away. There it goes. Let's read it. Let's see. We have a... This is insane. I feel like I'm going to get doxxed. Also, I saw a fake crying image of Kamala. Take a deep breath before you see Kamala Harris's actual husband. Bear approaches girl at bus stop in Florida. Holy shit. Let's see. Legal analyst asserts that Ubisoft is breaking the law with its mentorship program that excludes men. Uncategorized Quan guy. Gotcha. 0 comments. Ooh. What's this? Aerial view of Old Town. What is this website? A screenshot from Star Wars Outlaws. Oh, that was way up here. You have 4 ads in between. Okay, legal analyst Andrew Esquire declared that French video game company Ubisoft is breaking the law over its mentorship program that excludes men. On the official Ubisoft website, the company promotes its Developed at Ubisoft program, stating, "At Ubisoft, we want to build the most creative, diverse, and inclusive teams, and that's exactly what Develop at Ubisoft is all about, empowering and supporting underrepresented genders." It then clearly states the program provides mentorship opportunities for women and non-binary individuals, students or fresh graduates with less than 2 years of experience interested in video games to develop their skill set in game design and programming. We want to empower you to learn, grow, and become the very best developer that you can be. The idea of bringing in more women and minorities into gaming does not bother me at all. I'm going to be real with you. 100%. Like, it sounds like they have a problem. To me, it sounds kind of crazy that they have to implement a mentorship program in order to get people like that in, but who knows? White dudes are just like the main demo. Holy shit. I just noticed how ghostly I am with this full white screen. Mega news update. Is this an ad too? Oh my god. VTubers excluded. Oh, maybe this is the guy talking about it. Okay. In a section labeled eligibility criteria, the first bullet point states to be eligible, you must identify as a woman or non-binary individual. For a mentorship program. Esquire reacted to this mentorship program and its promotion on Ubisoft's LinkedIn account during a recent live stream on his Legal Mindset YouTube channel where he said, "This is illegal." He continued, "A special mentorship program. This is the same thing that Disney is currently being sued for." Yeah, but is it like the whole are they only hiring specifically like all across the board, or is it just this little program where they want to potentially bring in more minorities in order to appeal to like a certain thing? Next, he brought up the post on Ubisoft's website that also states, "With more people playing video games than ever before, it is important for us to help build an inclusive entertainment industry that reflects the diversity of our players." Esquire commented, "Really? Because if it reflects real players, then it should be a bunch of straight men." All right, we get it. I don't need to read like only dudes play video games. We get it. It's a lot of us. We are playing video games. We're out there. Predictably, gamers lose their mind and start bemoaning it's unfair. LMO, they cite Andrew Esquire as a legal analyst. He's literally an incel YouTuber who does videos about how to become a sex pat. I thought he was a lawyer. Here I am. just scrolling through this AIDS website, not really wanting to look into anything or click on any of the videos that pop up there, and it turns out he's not even like a legal analyst. Wow, they really discriminate applicants based on gender openly, like how the world got to this point. How the world got to this point? Equity programs like this are super common in academia. I'm fine with a little extra represent. I don't think, like, if I'm really fucking good at my job, I'm not going to lose it to somebody just because they're a different skin. Like, it's a program that's looking for that. It's a program that's looking for that, but I don't know. I'm under the impression that it's impossible for a white man specifically, to find a job, which is hard for me to comprehend because I'm a white dude with a job. Stop giving unqualified people opportunities. Wait, unqualified people opportunities qualified people deserve. Shit like this ends up putting dumbass politicians in place, like the Secret Service lady that couldn't do her job and refused to admit it. It's a mentorship program, though. It's a mentorship program. You go through the mentorship program, by the end of it, you will be more qualified. I thought that's the kind of idea of a mentorship program. If we have more black women in gaming making games and they just make good games, I don't really see the negative. Like, maybe it'll be harder for me to get a job as a game designer, but I don't work as a game designer. And if I did, I'd probably be so invested and passionate about it that it really wouldn't matter if my competitor was this or that. I would just make a good-ass game. Who knows? Who knows? Ubisoft is a French company, and this mentorship program is throughout the world, and it seems specifically for Canada to some extent. Ubisoft is breaking shit. Just another American, don't confuse with a normal American, thinking that the rest of the world is like them. So Ubisoft did something illegal. What I think is that somebody who's actually damaged by that, who is not picked for mentorship or leadership, should bring a case. I think there's law firms like America First legal team down in Texas that'd be willing to take that. They've already taken the Disney case. Why not take that one? Site we've never heard, random non-French analyst who contributes to the Daily Mail. No mention of what qualifies this person to discuss labor discrimination laws or in what countries. No reference to what laws are being violated in which countries. Absolute garbage article, and this sub eats it up. I mean, I could have told you that the site was AIDS. You know, sometimes on news sites, when it gets to the point where the ads are so insanely intrusive, you know that they're just taking bottom of the barrel shit to get paid. I mean, realistically, they're taking bottom of the barrel shit to get paid. And the dude wasn't even a legal analyst. When activists get what they want, revenge. I believed in equality and still do, but these people never did. The same people begging for segregation and black spaces. No, you don't believe in equality if you don't listen when women and minority groups tell you that we need these kinds of spaces or programs, because otherwise we don't get hired. That's an interesting point. It's an interesting point. I didn't even look into it that way. I really just have no genuine issues with just make good games. Just make good games. I really don't care. I don't care. Now, as a straight dude, am I going to get like super hype watching, like, say I'm playing a video game and my main character just starts having just the most aggressive gay sex with another character? I'm probably going to be like, I'm going to go up and get some water. I don't really need to, you know? It's just like, let me analyze this scene. But that's not really happening. I just want good shit. I just want good games, man. Just good games. DEI is sexist and racist. It is, and people call you a racist when you dare to criticize DEI because they don't understand. I mean, the funny thing about DEI is most of the time it doesn't like completely change it so like every game is like that. It's just like, oh, there's some games where like there's a lot of black characters. I don't know. Yes, this is the horrible thing about Ubisoft. Not the fact that several executives were arrested for sex crimes perpetrated in the workplace. Oh my god. Oh man, see, this could be the benefit of DEI because you get more women and minorities in the workplace to say, hey, executives are doing this weird sex crime stuff. I was thinking that when you were going to talk about Ubisoft, you were going to say that their launcher on PC is god awful and their games aren't good. One could maybe make the argument that they're focusing on the wrong things. You know, they could, they're doing all this DEI stuff, but they should focus on making better games. But I guess they have to cover up executive lawsuits. Ooh, you hate to see it. Sweet, I saw Sweet Baby somewhere. I don't know about the last 2 weeks specifically, but there is an anti-DEI activist with a large following on Twitter who is targeting companies that have DEI policies and has had some success in getting them to drop them. Okay, this is USA Today. Well, look, another cancer site where ads just popped. This anti-DEI activist is targeting an LGBTQ index. Major companies are listening. See the value of your house instantly. Take a look. Well, maybe I should click on the ads on these pages. Trump supporters calling Harris a DEI hire has popularized anti-DEI sentiment even more. And then there was this thing where they accused this one company of single-handedly making gaming woke. I found it. The company is called Sweet Baby Inc. It's a small Canadian narrative development and consulting firm. Why a Montreal video game consulting company is at the center of an online anti-diversity storm. I've already read into all this in Sweet Baby Inc. Used to be featured on an SBI website. Mentioned in their last update post they wanted to involve SBI. Sweet Baby Inc. Well, let's look here. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've heard it was good. I haven't played it. After Love, never heard of. Gotham Knights, I heard was bad. South of Midnight, bad. See, like, these are games I won't miss. What's really funny is when you look at the list that they have and they list Bloons TDE as basically a woke game. I don't know if you've ever played Bloons TDE, but that's a very funny one to say is woke. I think it has some like LGBT flags in the store or something. God forbid. You don't have to buy it, but God forbid you have to come across somebody that uses an LGBT flag. I'd probably go insane. They're forcing this down my throat. Oh my God, I had to see their profile picture was a flag. It's being forced down my throat. It most definitely is an alt-right plot. Yes, thank you. It's been months, but all the chuds suddenly decided to get on the same page and hate the same three-letter acronyms: DEI, SBI, and ESG. What is ESG? Oh, Economic Social Governance Scoring, which you know they absolutely do not understand at all. With DEI as the boogeyman, I can buy that they got that from the general anti-DEI movement in tech finance because assets like Elon Musk have been pimping it. Cultural, oh my God. Video games, you know? They're involving politics in my video games. It's really upsetting me. It seems like before I would have just played a game and been like, this is bad or this is good, but now I'm being told that, no, it's actually, this game actually that you might have thought is kind of decent is actually going to be bad because the three main characters are black women. And how will I be able to, how can I play this? Surely we can foster women by not doing anything to actually focus on the problem we want to solve. We can foster women in development without hurting other people. It's a mentorship program. There's been mentoring programs for women in games for years. This isn't exclusive to Ubisoft either. I work in games. Women are, or were, according to the census done in 2020 for the UK games industry, still underrepresented. A lot of the women in game dev I know got into it because they wanted to diversify it. They want to create and contribute to characters and stories about people they relate to. That's what we were told when we'd question the lack of women. Get in the games industry and make those games yourself. I'm tired, LMAO. I genuinely mean it when I say most devs don't engage with typical gamers. That's why we have community managers. The pandering to the woke crowd is bullshit considering census 21% of people working in games are LGBTQ, while 79% are heterosexual. This is a significantly high proportion of LGBTQ workers, with other data sources indicating that heterosexual people make up between 93 to 97% of the national population. What? At 2% non-binary representation in the UK games industry workforce is higher than the national average, which is estimated at 0.4%. Trans people make up 3% of the games industry workforce, which is again above the estimated 1% within the national population. A very high percent, 3%. How can you live with that? 3%? If you think about it, 21% people working in games are LGBTQ. That means 1 in every 5 games you might potentially... 1 in every 5 games. But this is like a completely bullshit stat because like that 21%, maybe they have like they have a token LGBTQ person in their entire company. But let's just say 1 out of every 5 games is gay. Is very gay. How would we... Oh man, I hate this shit. I hate this shit so much. This is the most nothing burger anything ever on the internet. I kind of want the oppression of gamer Americans to be less of a joke meme and become reality at this point. Don't start saying shit like that, because then they'll start It's really freaking hard to efficiently oppress a group of people who have nothing in common at all except for how they pass their free time when they're bored, unfortunately. Stop giving unqualified people... Oh, today I learned women are unqualified by default. Outside of very specific circumstances, DEI only applies to making sure they have a diverse pool of candidates and can't affect past that. I would feel like it makes sense for games to be pretty diverse and varied. Just be good about it, you know? There's cool stories that can be... Look at the hip-hop genre and rap genre as a whole. Think of all the cool stories and interesting and great stories we've been told through hip-hop. If you choose to listen to them, if you choose to only think that hip-hop and rap is all like mumble rap and shit, but if you listen to rappers that actually have stories to tell, we've heard like some truly good concept albums and stuff like that that we would not get from, like, say, a rock band. And we've gotten cool concept albums from rock bands too. That's the cool thing about different cultures and backgrounds, is you can create really unique stories. Their source gave my iPad cancer. You're not kidding, that site is 80% intrusive ads. Resentment of women and gamers. Name a more natural combination. Nowadays in 2024, we can find qualified women, black, LGBTQ plus members, etc. easily, but it doesn't mean we need to end DEI. Inequality does exist. In addition, there is still a disproportionate amount of white male CEOs. Now, does that mean we need to hire a woman CEO now? Absolutely not. Mentorship programs allow us to look at other candidates that might get overlooked. Again, in 2024, we're not past white men being more qualified, or we're past white men being more qualified. However, we do need to understand that we need to look at other candidates, often that more qualified as well. DI programs help us recognize that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of a... I don't know, man. There's nothing wrong with, like, bringing in new eyes and ears to the gaming sphere. You know what I mean? I want to hear some new shit. I want some shit that makes me question things. And sometimes I just want to play a game where it's like, you know, kill, you know, traditional, like, men, like, you know, sometimes I just want to play Call of Duty. But yeah, you know, sometimes, I don't mind variety. I don't mind variety is what I'm saying. Anyways, this is the most typical online DEI complaining, whining bullshit that we always see. And it's boring. It's boring to me. Just make good games, guys, and keep up with the mentorship programs. Get some diversity. I don't care. I'll be all right. I want good games. Thanks.